Hey guys, welcome to our recap of the Amazing Race finale.
It's the finale! Alright, so it is the final leg. It is up to the reporters, the Paps, or the green team to pull this one out of their a-holes.
Oh boy.
So they were in Hong Kong, and they're flying to Long Island, New York.
In New York!
That's right.
That's as far as I'll take it.
They're all on the same flight. And
So it's pretty much anybody's race at this point. It's
well,
wild.
If you listen to Justin, he's so cocky.
He thinks he's got this in the bag because he's lived in New York for like 20 years. So he's like, oh, we're going to New York. We got it.
Whatever, Bronx boy, but you know what? I think you forgot why you was crying 5 minutes ago.
I mean, yeah. He was all like,
And now he's like, yeah, we're gonna win this, baby.
everybody knows it. Okay, so once they get there, they have to go to Randall's Island.
Which is the FDNY Fire Academy.
Celebrating their 150th anniversary.
Hey, America's bravest.
Go FDNY.
New York's bravest.
Okay.
Justin made a fatal error.
Yeah, so they get to the place and they're like asking their cab driver to wait there for them, and they're trying to, you know, work out the price, and the cab driver's like, give me the 100 or whatever.
Yeah,
and
I don't
Justin's
wait.
like, no. So
I'll give you the 50 now, and I'll give you the 50 later. And he's like, what, no tip?
Justin's like, bye.
You do not stiff a New York cabbie.
Hell no. Okay.
Oh no.
So let's talk about the roadblock.
All right, well, who wants to play with fire?
Not really.
All of the boys did this
Yeah, all
one.
the guys did this roadblock.
I have room for 3 boys.
Right.
All right, it's a fire drill.
This is an actual drill that they do.
Yeah.
So it's intense.
You have to carry a hose.
Well, first you got to put on the whole,
Right.
all the gear.
Absolutely. And that in itself weighs
heavy.
a lot. And it's, you know, you got to go through this. Carry the hose, climb up the ladder, into the burning building, rescue the doll.
Yep.
All
Bring
right.
it back.
Yeah. So Chris is like, this is crazy. What am I doing?
I'm winded. I'm winded.
He dropped the victim.
He did.
It never made it to the stretcher.
No, he put it on the stretcher, but
Oh.
he dropped it first, like on its head.
All right. And if that wasn't enough, you also had to arrange, I forget how many fire helmets it was. I think it was like 9.
Mm-hmm.
With the capitals of the countries that you visited in
Right.
order.
And there were 2 extra helmets to try and trip you up.
All right.
So there were a couple of memory tasks throughout this whole leg.
Yeah.
So this was the first of a few.
Or a few, yeah. All right, so the next part was to go to Belmont Racetrack. It was like the clue said, like, go to the final destination of the Triple Crown, which everybody knows is Belmont. And now Justin finished the fireman thing first. And when they went out to get in the cab, his cab wasn't waiting, and the other 2 cabs were waiting, and he tried to get one of them to take him.
He did?
Yeah. That wasn't his
Oh,
cab.
okay, yeah. And the guy was like, I'm out of here.
I'm not taking you. I don't know where that is. And
Going
he's like,
home.
don't you got GPS?
Well, yeah, he was like, I don't know where Belmont is. I don't think he wanted to take him.
They did not want to take him. I would bet money that they saw what happened with the other cab driver, and that guy was like, do not take them.
Yeah, so there were other issues with the cabs, too. The Paps were like, well, our cab is gone, so they tried to take the reporter's cab. They actually got in the car, and the reporters were like, get the hell out of there. Like, I thought Joey was going to start, like, throwing punches. It got
Joey was
crazy.
like, I would have ripped their arms off and pulled them out and left them on a heap in the floor in the street. Yeah, okay.
Whoa!
I mean,
Whoa.
I know Chris is not the most fisticuffs guy, but Joey, really?
Joey really turned it up.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I guess. All right, so
So the Paps got out of the car, which Logan was not happy about.
no, she wouldn't shut up about it.
I can't believe you let them get the cab!
What was I supposed to do, Logan? All right, so then the Paps and the green team, they both got on some buses, and, you know,
They had to go for a few stops.
go to Manhattan
just
to
to
get another
find some
cab.
cabs, yeah.
So once they got that all sorted, they found out that they had to go to the Hamptons by
Yeah.
helicopter.
So they took a helicopter from Belmont to the Hamptons. All gorgeous locations.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Chris was still wearing his fireman gear, but it was weighing him down.
heavy.
He couldn't run with
He's like,
those.
I'm taking my pants off.
He didn't have any shoes either.
Logan was like, wear the boots!
You can't do that. All right.
So then they're in the helicopter and they're like, oh, this is pretty nice.
I feel like Donald Trump.
What, because of your hair?
No, because my pants are off.
Oh my God. Do you think Donald
right.
Trump rides around in his helicopter without pants or shoes?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe.
All right. So they get to the Southamptons and they have to find the jet skis because they're going to take them out to a lobster boat because they're
Yep.
going to have to do a little bit of lobster fisherman work. And the task is pulling up 7 lobster pots.
And replacing them with new ones.
Right. This was a tough job.
This is hard freaking work. Manual
It's no
labor.
joke. No joke. And boy, was that filthy. They were covered
In mud.
in silt. It was like,
Ugh.
and that's like even worse than mud. All right. So once they did that, they got a little box of flags. They had to arrange the 9 flags in order of the countries visited. So you had to know what the flags look like
And there
from
was
the
one
countries.
extra flag in there.
Right.
So Kelsey and Joey were leading through the lobster part. They get to the flags and they're like, yes, we've been studying this. Like, we're good to go.
We're reporters. So
Hey, it was smart. I mean, why wouldn't you study? You're traveling all this time, too. I'm sure you got extra time.
I don't even see how you would have to study it because, I mean, you're in the country and
You know,
there's flags everywhere.
you never know. I don't know.
All right.
They're running around like crazy. Whatever.
Well, they knew it. They finished first, but they put the extra flag in because they didn't, they thought,
Yeah.
well, we had to use it. But then they figured out that they didn't have to use it. The freaking Paps didn't know any of the flags.
Oh my gosh.
This one's got a wagon wheel on it.
Is this Oregon?
What's up with that?
What?
All right, so they had to return to shore after they figured out the flags, take a dune buggy down the beach, assemble 6 Adirondack chairs that each have a picture on them,
Those
and they
chairs
have to.
looked lovely. I just
They
wanted
were
to like,
so
sit on the
luxurious.
beach.
Where's the Corona on ice with the lemon? All right, so they had to put those together, arrange the pictures in order of how they happened.
So the reporters were still leading at this point. They start working on the chairs. Justin and Diana show up, and oh my god, it was so awkward.
The reporters were doing such a crappy job getting those slats on.
They
had
weren't
so
lining them
many
up correctly.
mistakes.
Yeah.
So Justin's like, "Hey, babe, we got a shot.
This
We
is
got a
Diana's
shot."
thing. This is in her wheelhouse.
She loves putting stuff together.
Yeah, so they're just.
Yeah.
And then he's
So-
like, hey, we're gonna be 1-2, right? He's just like, he's everywhere.
He does not learn his lesson about the smack talking. If he would have shut his big mouth and concentrated on
Yeah,
the
why would you
task-
not, like,
Yeah.
focus in?
Just shut up. So, Kelsey and Joey had to fix like 3 or something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
have to fix a few chairs.
Justin and Diana only had to fix 1. So then Kelsey and Joey finished first though. So they had to run to the mansion where everybody's waiting along with Phil.
That was quite an
And
estate.
everyone's clapping.
Everybody's like, woo!
So Kelsey
Woo!
and Joey win Amazing Race 27.
Congratulations.
Good job. That was pretty ironic because they never won a single leg.
This was their first win. They won it when it counted.
I know. Well, that's the one you want to win.
Yeah.
And they want to move in together. And I think Joey said he wants to pay off his mom and
His
dad's
parents'
house.
house. So that's very nice.
Yeah. I would put a ring on it.
Well, you're not them, are you?
So then Justin and Diana came in. They're like, wait.
Yeah. Sorry.
Really? Have you learned your lesson yet?
I mean, they left with so many prizes, though. Like, come on.
I know.
They traveled the world. They won
But-
all those prizes, all that money.
Have you learned anything? Will you keep your mouth shut?
Will you tip people when you're
Will you
supposed
just
to tip them?
be nice? Just be nice.
All right.
You would have won if you were just nice.
3rd place, Logan and Chris.
Not a surprise.
I was rooting for these nuts. Oh my god. I'm gonna miss watching them yell at each other.
Phil's like, are you two still together? Yes, it's unhealthy, Phil.
We
but
love
we're
it.
Still together. We love it. We love to argue. What's wrong with it?
All right. So then we got a preview of next season, which is looking so exciting.
Oh my God. It's full of social media couples. From all social media.
Well, not just couples, like
couples.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not all like couples.
They don't have to be boy-girl.
You know what I mean.
They don't have to be
They're
dating.
not all, yeah. They're not all romantic couples.
No. So excited for that. In the upcoming few weeks, look for our cast assessment for the next season, season 28. And we got to thank you guys for
Thanks for watching with us.
We loved it. And let us know in the comments if you're happy with the results. And until next time, much love.
Edit.